actually as good as a song to. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we'll be talking about about the essential parts of Christianity. Now, you often do hear this term in Catholic social media circles, especially when talking about Protestants. Now, why? Now, this term, the essential parts of Christianity, is a Protestant term. The term itself is not inherently bad. There's nothing inherently bad about, the essential parts of Christianity if it is meant to used in the context of private revelations or the personal opinion of theologians. However, this term, the essential parts of Christianity, is not used in that context, but rather in the context of Protestantism, where the Catholic social media influencers say that these groups of Protestants are Christians. However, this is not true because Protestants are not Christian. Now, what I mean by Protestants are not Christian is simply this, that Protestantism does not belong in the category of Christianity, not that Protestants who are ignorant of Catholicism, which is Christianity, are not Christian, because if they are ignorant of Christianity, but ignorant of Catholicism, which is Christianity, but would be willing to join her, that is the Catholic Church, then I would consider them Christians, because they are only Protestant because of their ignorance. However, they do not use that context to describe such people as those, but rather, they use that term essential parts of Christianity to describe Protestantism itself. Therefore, it would be erroneous. For as the Apostle Paul says in Galatians 5:9, Murium fermentum totum massum corrupit, which, in the English translation in the Dewey Reams, is a little leaven corrupteth the whole lump. There. Further, now, there are some people who say, but these Protestants are very close to the truth. I would say, according to the Angelic Doctor or St. Thomas, I actually don't know where he says it, but it definitely does align with his beliefs. He says that people do not believe in falsehood because of the falsehood, but rather they believe in this falsehood because of the particular aspect of truth in it. Therefore, just because some Protestantism has some truth in it, does not mean that it's Christian. In fact, if there is any truth in any false religion, Protestantism, anything, it's not because this false religion is divinely revealed, but rather, it's either because it's a very obvious truth that anyone can figure out, it's a very obvious natural, or they steal it from the Holy Catholic Church. Anyways, goodbye.